Welcome back, Fantasy Fiction Fanatics. It's great to see you again, and I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 6 fantasy TV series that I think are really good and highly recommend that you go ahead and check out if you're looking for a new fantasy TV series to watch. I would love it if you would share your own fantasy TV series that you enjoy and like watching, and any of your opinions on the ones that I mention. I'd love to have a discussion with you and to hear your thoughts about them as well. If you end up liking this list, it'd be great if you would give this video a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you can join in on the Fantasy Fiction Fanatics community and all the fun that we have here talking about fantasy, books, TV series, movies, and more. And let's go ahead and jump right in. The first TV series that I recommend is going to be my actual all-time favorite fantasy TV series, and that is the 10th Kingdom miniseries that came out in 2000. And I will say I don't really know very many people who have ever watched this show. I don't think it was overly popular when it came out. I don't know about its popularity now. All I know is that it's amazing, and I definitely think more people should watch it and should know about it because it is excellent. So again, the series is 10th Kingdom. It came out in 2000. It is, I think, in total like an 8.5, 9-hour miniseries that when you like get it on DVD or something like that, they like combined it into like one long show or one long movie length film feature. So it is quite an investment if you're going to be watching it, in the fact that it doesn't really have natural breaks when you get it. But definitely watch it. It is excellent. The acting is excellent. For 2000s, the CGI, or I guess graphics you could say, are really great. Like, I think it holds up really nice even now. The characters are fantastic. One of my all-time favorite characters is in this show, so definitely recommend it. It is a high fantasy. It has a lot of adventure, and I think that anybody who likes fantasy could have a real good shot at liking the 10th Kingdom. It is a really great story with lots of twists and turns and fun fairy tale and fantasy elements. Second one I would recommend is A Discovery of Witches, which is a adaptation of the book trilogy of the same name. And it's really, really great. I really enjoyed this TV series. It did come out pretty recently. It was 2018 through 2022. And it's a really great series. It's 3 seasons. It covers the whole story. It's got great acting. It covers the books really well. But I don't think you even have to have read the books to enjoy the series. In fact, I watched the series before I read the books, and that was what gave me an interest in reading the books. It's really, really great. It has a lot of the traditional urban fantasy elements with vampires, witches, got some demons, and so it's got a lot of intrigue, it's got some romance, and it's got an interesting world. So if that sounds interesting to you, hopefully you'll check it out if you haven't already. The third series, which might not be a surprise to a lot of people, is going to be Game of Thrones. So I know a lot of people who have already watched this show do not like the ending. I didn't have a huge problem with the ending. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't that bad. I get what they were trying to do. I don't think they gave enough time for that. But anyway, excluding the ending and the controversy behind the ending, I think that overall all 8 seasons are really, really good, and they're worth the investment. I mean, even if season 8 isn't the best, there are still 7 really great seasons before that, and I think it is definitely worth the investment of watching for the characters that you come to know and enjoy, for the high fantasy of it, for those who like the books, for those who just want a really intriguing storyline. I think there is a lot there to appreciate for people who haven't read it or haven't watched it yet. I think that there is still a really good series to recommend, especially if you love fantasy. And it came out between 2011 and 2019, so still a relatively recent one. The quality is top notch, the acting is superb, so still a lot of great things. And if you haven't already watched Game of Thrones, it is intense, and so you might not be for you if you don't like that intense, very realistic, lots of blood, gore, and things like that. So maybe it might not be your thing, but if you don't mind those elements, definitely check it out if you haven't already. Number 4 is His Dark Materials. This is an adaptation of a kids' book trilogy, which I really love that book trilogy, and they did an excellent job. HBO did an excellent job adapting the series into a TV series. It's got 3 seasons. It came out very recently from 2019 to 2022, and it is another top quality, really great series. So I really recommend checking it out, especially if you already like those books or if you have kids that already like the books. Of course, as a TV series, it is, I would say, a little bit raised in adultness, but this series is not too, like over realistic. I do think that a younger audience could still be okay to watch it. So yeah, I definitely recommend it either way if you like the books or if you're looking for something that is between different worlds and has these different aspects of different dimensions and different realities that people live in and can cross between. It's a really, really good series. Number 5 is going to be Shadowhunters. Now, Shadowhunters is also an adaptation. It is an adaptation on Cassandra Clare's series, The Mortal Instruments. And I personally think that the TV show is a little bit better than the book series, which is unusual for me. Usually I find that books are a lot better than TV shows, but in this case, I just think it was Cassandra Clare's writing style that just didn't vibe with me or something of that nature. I liked the story itself, but it just didn't quite click for me. But the show, which is 3 seasons, is really, really good. The first 2 episodes or so is kind of rushed a little bit, and it is a little B. But after that, it really smooths out, and I think it's very enjoyable. I think it is a lot of fun, enough to definitely put it on this list to have you check out. It came out 2016 through 2019, so a little bit older, but not that old of a TV show. It does complete a whole story. There is pretty much an end at the ending. So overall, definitely check it out if you like kind of an urban fantasy and things that go bump in the night. A lot of magic, a lot of chasing down of bad guys and different kind of mythical creatures. So highly recommend it if you think that might be your thing. And last but not least is number 6, and that is Legend of the Seeker. It is 2 seasons that came out in 2008 through 2010, and this series is an adaptation of Terry Goodkind's Sword of Truth series. And so if you like the Sword of Truth, I really think that you will like the Legend of the Seeker. It's not, I don't want to say it's like not sophisticated because that makes it sound like it's bad, because it's not. But it is a little bit more of an easygoing series. It's not too high of stakes. It's very episodic, but it's really, really great. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun to watch, and it is actually what got me into the Sword of Truth book series, because I watched this when I was younger, and then I found out it was based off of books, and then I was able to like and enjoy those books because of this series. So I think that it should have had more seasons. Personally, I really enjoyed it, and hopefully if you haven't watched it and you give it a try, you will as well. So if you like that series, or if you really like high fantasy and you like really adventurous type stories, epic journeys, definitely check out The Legend of the Seeker. Alright, so those are my top 6 fantasy series I wanted to share with you today. There are many more series that I really enjoy and like, and I'm sure I will share more with you guys in a future video. Let me know what you think of these series, if you've seen them, or if there's any that you'd like to see. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions, as well as, again, share your own series that you really love and enjoy. I would love to know what your recommendations are and what I should be watching in my future. Alright, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.